Good day and welcome to this special edition of Outside of GENIE, where GENIE and PIERRE STRYDOM will discuss the Durban July race card. But before we go there, just some information. You can subscribe to our channel, just ring the bell and click on subscribe and ring the bell, and you'll then get notification of all our future videos. We post a daily video every day of a preview of the day's racing, and that is free for all. We post it on various groups on social media. We are also on Twitter, and we're also on Instagram, and there is our WhatsApp number. Yeah, before, what is satisfying is when one makes an effort and you get comments like this. This guy, he came upon my video and he listened to the video, he followed my tips, and he made 2,000 Rand. And then here's another one of my other members. This member is 17 years old. He's on pension. He gets a small pension. He needs to make a little bit extra bucks, extra Rand every day. And this is what he sent me last night. Good evening. I would like to point out how satisfied and proud I am of you. I pumped 10 Rand on each of your selections. You know, when I give selections, I give free selections per race. The one is normally my outright winner, and then the two other possible outsiders that can win the race, because that's what outsider GENIE do. We find outsiders to give to you as the punter for you to find the value in whatever play you do, quartet, trifectas, pick sixes, PAs, or whatever you do. So, and we are not tipsters. I'm a form analyzer. I analyze this form, and from that analysis, I make a prediction and I give selections. Today, I made 75 Rand profit. On the 20th, I made 151 Rand profit. And on the 21st, I made 285 Rand profit. Now, that doesn't sound much, but that's with 10 Rand bets. So it proves that my system do work. And he says, as a small punter, this is totally awesome. Well done, and please keep up the great work. I'll definitely try my best. So as I said, if you want to, you can subscribe to the video is for free, but you can subscribe to our daily analysis service. We give you a race by race selection, outright winner and two possible outsiders, value bets to play each way, normally more than 6-1. We give you a best bet of the day. I don't give odds on. You can find the odds on yourself, but to find that outsider, you need the GENIE. And we give decent value. Like on the VAR on the 21st, I gave the best bet of the day was Express from the US. That was 13-2 at the time of selections. Then the horse got scratched. It moved to 5-1. It jumped on 28-10, and it won by 4 lengths. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of tipsters giving you a 6-1 or longer shot as a possible best bet of the day. Suggested trifectas and quartet selections. We give you that, and we got some ones with good payouts, and then we give you affordable PA and pick six, so that I cater for a smaller punter as well. Then we have this special offer for Durban July Day. Option one is you can subscribe now for August and get July Day selections and all other race day selections till the end of July. That will cost you 450. Our normal price is 500 Rand per month. And then you can also share in our Vodacom Durban July special. We're also building a kitty to play the following. We want to play a pick six. 50% of the kitty will go towards a pick six, which we'll be trying to play for 5%. We're going to play a P8 of 25% of the kitty. I'm going to play a full unit times 2, and also the same for the jackpot, full units times 2. So you can join in 100 Rand units. So don't add 150. That makes it difficult. It's either 100 Rand, 200 Rand, or 300 Rand. We will play and post tickets on the special Vodacom group that I will set up. As soon as you made a payment, I will join you to that group. And then all the profit will be divided pro rata. Or you can do option 2. You can receive all the selections for Vodacom Durban July, and that is for 150 Rand. That excludes sharing in our pick 6, PA, and jackpot, but you can participate by paying money into the pool. I will still do a general preview on the non-pick 6 races that I will post on groups. But on the pick 6 races, I'm going to make 6 videos. I'm going to preview each race, so there will be a video for races 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then if you want to subscribe, contact me on 083 585 5133. Thank you for that. And now we can move on to listening to the video that of the conversation between me and Pierre STRYDOM on the day's racing on Vodacom July day. Right, well, we're all ready to go. Pierre, thank you for joining us today to give you previews of the race card on Saturday. I really appreciate you giving us your time. We're going to start with race number 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give the betting, and then you can give us your selections for this race. We're going to keep it short for the first few races, and then we can have an in-depth discussion on the Durban July. So I'm just want to get to up to the betting for the first race. And let me just have a look here. Come on. No, sometimes this computer for me is so slow. I need I actually need a new one. So let's look at the betting. The betting is like follows: Swing for Rafa, 15-4. Chimchini run 33-10. 6-1 Captain Tatters. 7-1 Bawana. 8-1 Van Halen. Sunset Eyes. 9-1. 14-1 Shanty Man, and 16-1 and Better the Rest. So Pierre, yeah, give us your thoughts on race 1.
Well, Swing for Rafa ran a fantastic race the other day, and with that draw, a lot could be in her favour, especially at Gravel, where you want a bit of a good draw, and you are if the horse is good enough.
Okay, Pierre, can you, if you can hear me, can you move a little bit? I'm losing your sound a bit. The sound quality. If you can just repeat that what you just said about Swing for Rafa.
Swing for Rafa has got a very nice draw. She ran a cracking race loss 2 weeks ago, and now with a good draw at Gravel, it's got to be right up alley. Must be the horse to beat.
Yeah, I just want to say something which I think a lot of people won't pick it up. But if you look at the race behind Celtic Sea, Celtic Sea is currently 126 rating, and and her rating currently is 119. So, and if you look at Chimchini Run, he's also 126, and he carries a kilogram more than she does. So I also think that the race will be between those two, because I mean, if you look at that, if the rating, I mean, she got beaten by 0.30 by Celtic Sea, so which puts her on par with Chimney Run. So I agree with you on that one. So let's move to race number 2. Let's look at the betting first of all. Race number 2, the betting is as follows. Vernissy 16-10, Dandalo 17-2, Winter Story 17-2, Like That Lose 17-2, Native Tongue 11-1, Stella Act 12-1, Crimson King 12-1, Sweet Temptation 12-1, Walls of Davronic 14, and 20-1 the rest. So let's have a look at race 2. What is your thoughts on race 2?
Well, the favourite is Vernissy, but from that draw it's going to be very difficult. So I'm going to go with the second favourite, Dandolo, just because of the draw. It's a huge advantage. And then I won on this filly, Sweet Sensation. She only won a maiden, but she's got a nice filly, and she could be a nice horse to run into the money.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you there. I found a bit of a lurker, which I think, because I'm from outside of GENIE, I always try and find the value horses. So I just want to point you to a horse that I found, which I want to give people that we can maybe have a quick look at. If I can just get this thing to scroll down properly, because this is sometimes a bit of a problem with the scrolling up and down. I'm trying to get to race number 2, but I'll get there just now. Okay, here we go. The horse that I got is number, telling now, here it is. Yeah, the only problem is also, yeah, it's number 12, is Sweet Sensation. I agree with you the way that she won, going away with Lyle Hewitson, But there's another horse that I want to point you to, and that is a little bit up here. This is a horse from Wysom Marving Stables. Boosie Yezi riding Winter Stories. What a winter. This horse ran well against decent opposition, War Room, and it won well over the 1200 meters. But I do think with the Silvano on the dam side, that this horse will probably love this distance. And we all know Boosie Yeni, he can ride a horse like a demon. And I do think that this horse can be involved in the finish, Winter Story. So that is then race 2. As we said, we're just running through the races quickly so we can get to the July. I just want to give you the betting on race number 3. Here's the betting. Let's quickly have a look at the betting on race number 3. Race number 3 is 13. It's number 13, Trustful 7-2, 4-1, Sovereign Spirit. Herodotus 7-1, Pack Leader 7-1, Cat Daddy 9-1, Western 4 12-1, Magnificent 7 13-1. Tilbury Ford 16-1, Leopold 16-1, and as well as Dawn Assault, and then the rest 20-1. So, Pierre, your thoughts on race number 3?
I don't really know these horses that well, but Trustful was his reserve one in the July, and often reserve runner does well in this race. So I'm going to go with Trustful to win it. All
right. I'm gonna shock you guys with my selection. I'm gonna go for a horse called Dawn Assault. It's an 8-year-old, the 6-year-old, number 8, Dawn Assault. It's had 53 races, 11 wins. This horse never gives up, and I think Craig Zaki is gonna give this horse us a value for money right here. The horse is 20-1. It has had a nice prep. I think last time Divine Odyssey also finds himself in the July. So I think Dawn Assault on this distance will be a great runner. So that is my outsider for the race that I want to give the guys. So then let's move on to the next race. The next race is race number 4. The betting is that's over 3,000 meters. That's a factor 50, 61, 7-1, Venus Blossom, Tap North 8-1, Sunshine Silk 8-1, Fritchie by Fourth 9-1, Wealthy 11-1, Imperial Ruby 11-1, Silver Rose 11-1, and 14-1, and better the rest. So, Pierre, your thoughts on race number 4?
Yeah, a very difficult race, open race. Once again, don't know these horses that well. Obviously, yours needs to stay to 3,000, and it's a very open race. I think this is a race where you need to go wide.
Yeah, I also think if you want to, make sure you're not going to go out of the pick 6. You actually need to take the field. Otherwise, you find yourself with a useless ticket at the end of the day. Yeah, I've also had an in-depth look at this race, and my selection in this race is this horse from Cornet's Peace, number 13, Imperial Ruby. I do fancy that as an outsider. I think it's like 11-1 or something like that, and I do fancy that. And I also fancy to win the race, number 12, Dynasty Blossom. She won the race last year. Warren Kennedy is riding again, and I think this horse has had some nice runs in between, and she finished 1.85 behind Mayabi Gold in November. So I think, that she can probably run a big race again and be involved in a finish. So let's move to the fifth race, which is the race for 2-year-olds, which is always a difficult race. I've seen long prize horses win this Golden Slipper. So your thoughts on race 5, the Golden Slipper?
Yeah, I see the favorite is Caroluma. She's got a big reputation. She's won in good company, and she's drawn 1. So Caroluma is my fancy.
All right. So if you guys will allow me, I'm going to do make it different from Pierre, where I like number 10. Number 10, Fixter, Justin Snape, Richard Fourie. This horse did finish behind Calomera 5 lengths last time, but it went to the front on the yielding, which I don't think was the best tactics, but he had no option as he was drawn 10, and it's drawn 10 again. But if he could settle this horse, I'm sure this horse will give Calorama a a good run for her money. So let's then look at race number 6. The betting on race number 6 is Eric the Red, 26-10. Ecstatic Green, 9-2. 5-1 Ashford Castle, 5-1 Gold Season, 7-1 Fast Love. Portico 12-1, 14-1 No Bees, Willow Express 20, and Longer the Rest. So your thoughts on race number 5?
Yeah, once again, these are young horses, so difficult to make a confident selection. But obviously the draw is a big help in this race. That Fully Ecstatic Green, wow, she won so impressively when she won by so many lengths. So I'm going to give her the nod with Eric the Red as her danger.
Well, yeah, then you and me are in agreement because, you know, Sean did enter against the Colts and Geldings, so you must think a lot of her. I actually, on that day, I tipped her to win that race, but then at the end she ran around a little bit at the end of the race and then got run out of it. But I think she will also be suited to the longer distance and the nice draw. So yes, there I am in agreement with you. I just thought there's another horse I just want to touch on quickly, and that is number 7, Carnali. I think that this horse is a huge outsider, and it's a nice each way. I do think Craig Zaki had the choice between the horses between Carnali and Nobreeze, and he went for Carnali. I do like the Futuras. What do you think of this stallion, Futura, Pierre?
Yeah, it does seem like a nice stallion. Just Carnali, he's been well beaten by the top horses. And then Nobis, he's a bit of a problem horse. And but I suppose Craig Zaki did have a choice, and therefore you've got to lean with Carnali.
Yeah. What I think is on Carnali is that, you know, being by parade leader Mayor and Futura a dynasty, I really think that a 1400 meters is going to suit this horse well, because if I look at the form and the way he runs, it looks like he gets, you know, get outrun on the shorter distances, and I'm sure this 1400 meters is going to suit him. And I think you would agree with me that a 7 draw on gravel around the bend, I think that is the best place to be, because if you're on the inside, the horses always come up across you. Where you are from that middle draw, you can place either inside or outside. Am I correct on that?
Not really. The 1400 is right on the bend, and the course just keeps turning and turning and turning. So gravel, if you're drawn well, it's a very good draw. Obviously, down the back stretch, like the July distance, then it could be a bit of a problem, because it's a big field and there's a long back stretch. But around the bend, draw inside is very good. It's an advantage.
All right, and now let's go to the July and let's have a debate. Let's have a look at the betting, and then we can discuss a few horses. There I'll leave you, and then you can do your discussion, and then I'll give you my input on the July, what I think. Right, number 17, Bulgarian, 4-1, 92 Rainbow Reach, 8-1, Got the Green Light, Bunker Right, 9-1, Vardy, 11-1, Do It Again, 12-1, Socrack, 13-1, Shango, 20-1, Golden Ducat, 20-1, 22-1, Twister Fight, 22-1, Patropia, 40, and the rest 40, and longer up to 100-1 for Campuratus. So, Pierre, the floor is yours.
Yeah, my first selection is Rainbow Bridge. I just think that he is a top horse. He's got a good draw. I know sometimes a good draw in this race can be a disadvantage, but his horse at race is quite handy, and so he should be able to get a decent position. Warren Kennedy, he's going to be the champion jockey for the season, and everything's just going well for him, so it could just be his year. A couple of horses under sufferance, so I don't like horses under sufferance. They should be carrying less weight, and so they've actually got a penalty for nothing really. So I go with the horses that have got strong form and that are handicapped right. Other horse like Bunker Hunt, these young horse, Bulgarian young horse. So they've still got some improvement to come, and I'm sure they're going to be prepped for this race, where the improvement will be on Saturday on the day. Other roughies, I would say, Socrat, but he's quite a lazy horse, and he takes time to get going. So the gravel track might not be in his favour, but I think he can run into the paces. And also Twist of Fate, he's dropped a bit in the merit rating, and he could be the runner in my top 5. I've gone against the 3-year-olds. I don't know if they are that strong this year. Every year we do say it, but I'm going to go with the proven older horses.
Okay, thank you. All I know, I'm going to take a few exactas, 1 and 2, the 2 old brothers for the exacta, and it has happened in the past. I also agree with you. My first choice is also Rainbow Breach. I have, I always look for value in the July, and I found a few. And you actually wrote one of them that I found a few years ago. If I mention the name, you know immediately which one I'm talking about. The Conglomerate at 20-1. You remember that race? Wasn't that was also all wide?
Very wide, the widest of all.
Yeah, I remember that day. That day I caught the pick 62% and it paid 4 million rand. And it was because of Conglomerate, and then I think there was one other outsider that also came into the pick 6. But yeah, that's many moons ago. Yeah, so I'm also going to go for Rainbow Breach. That is my fancy for the race. But I'm also going to throw in Golden Ducat. I think he has got the ability. I'm not sure whether he's got the same ability as the old brother, but I do like that. And then another horse, I agree with you, which I also think will be involved in the finish, is Sukrat. It seems to me that he likes this track. He's had some of his better runs on this track. So that's my other fancy. So my first 3 for this race is 1, 2, and 5. Now, what do you think of the draw of 17 for Bulgarian? Wouldn't that be a problem?
Yeah, it's not ideal. You don't really want to be drawn that wide. But I've twice won the July now from the worst of the draw. So if you can jump well, stay out of trouble, and when everyone starts easing and they found their position, you can go around and go your own pace, and basically you've stayed out of trouble. And only time you'll be racing, if you are wide, if you get caught wide, it's from the 1600 meters, because that's where the turn starts. So before that, all you're doing is just staying on a straight line, and you're out of trouble.
Okay. So what do you think of a horse like Twist of Fate?
Yeah, he was actually going to be my ride for the July. Unfortunately, with the Jockey Club protocols, we're not allowed to travel. Obviously now I'm missing out on the July ride, but Twist of Fate was going to be the best horse that I possibly could have got in that race.
And what do you think of his chances? Where do you rate him?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I tipped him in the first 5.
Okay. All right, so that is the July. Just move on, because we don't want to make it this too long for people. They're always in a hurry to go and do something else. So let's look at race 8. The betting there is Celtic Sea, 16-10, 72 Clouds Unfold. Westcello 10-1, Sleeping Single 11-1, Ronnie's Candy 11-1, and 16-1 Driving Miss Daisy 20-1, and Longer the Rest. So your thoughts on race number 8?
Yeah, Celtic Sea, this is not a handicap. So the horses are carrying level weights, and the best handicap horse by far is Celtic Sea. So she should win again. It's not that easy. Racing's not that easy. You find interference or the race doesn't plan out. But Celtic Sea definitely is a horse to beat. And I think that the danger could be Ronnie's Candy. She comes from behind and she accelerates well. Unfortunately, Clouds Unfold's got a very wide draw. And for that reason, I'm going Celtic Sea, Ronnie's Candy.
Okay. I agree with you. I also like Ronnie's Candy. Because last time when she beat Queen Supreme, I actually predicted in my selections that she's going to beat Queen Supreme, and that actually happened. I think last week she ran third or fourth, and yeah, I agree with you. I think that could be a danger, and I also agree that the draw for Clouds Unfold can be undoing. So then let's move on to race number 8. Sorry, race number 9. I'm getting confused. All right, race number 9. Where the betting is 10, Golden Bell 5-2. She won well yesterday at the Vaal as well. Wow, she won on a coconut. Cartel Captain 28-10, Battle of Trafalgar 5-1, Rio Carrari 11-2, Kylie Princess 14, African Warrior 14 at Ultima. You won last week. You also won well on a poly. Please note that this race is on the poly, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just check now. And 25-1 and longer the rest. So let's have a discussion on the race number 9.
Yes, this filly, as you said, Golden Bell, she won so easy. It's crazy how well she won. Unfortunately, she's drawn a bit wide. She's going to have to travel after having a race at the Vaal. And I don't think she's ever run at Gravel. So those are little things that are against her. But if everything had to fall into place, I think she would win this race easily, because she obviously her merit rating is proving it. The danger is probably going to be Cartel Captain, just because he is in Durban. He's drawn 1, and so if Golden Bell, things don't go away, things go wrong, she doesn't travel well, Cartel Captain is probably the horse to back up.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's another horse that I would also like, which I would throw into my calculations, and that's number 5, Gaelic Princess. That horse also won well. I don't know if you have sat on her before. I haven't checked. But she had a stable change, and last time she easily won, and I reckon that could be the danger to both of them. I just want to scroll down and see Gaelic Princess. Is now a Dawson stable. And it also won well last time out, although in a little bit, I would say, I don't know whether this field is stronger or not, but she won well. Your thoughts on number 5?
Yeah, I mean, she's done nothing wrong. The last 3 runs, last win by 4 lengths. Okay, she beat the 5th wave. That's comfortable though, but she's still a 1 or 2 time winner. So obviously the class is going to be much stronger and more difficult for a year.
Yeah. All right, so let's then move down to race number 10. Let's have a look at the betting at race number 10. And Crown Towers 33-10, Orpheus 13-2, Udo Magic 7-1, Princess Lure 7-1, Infamous Fox 10-1, Gigi's Dynasty 12-1, Born to Perform 13-1, 14-1, 3 Tumbo, and longer the rest. So let have your thoughts on race number 10.
Yes, Crown Towers, good draw, and should be spot on for this race. It is a handicap, so everything's got a chance. But I think Crown Towers could improve and beat this field. Orpheus, drawn 1, strong front runner. It's going to be a huge advantage if he comes out well. And over that 1600 drawn 1, you go 10 meters and you're already turning. So also on the outside, they battle to get a good position, and for that reason, I'm gonna go with the draws and the form also. So Crown Towers to win it, Orpheus to run 2nd, and Infamous Fox to run 3rd.
Okay, so I'm going to go for number 2, Infamous Fox. Course and distance, 2 runs, 2 wins. I'm going to ignore her last runs because that was against much stronger. She's now down in class, and she won this race last year as well. Or not she won this race last year as well. Warren Kennedy on board, drawn 2. So, and currently 10-1 in the betting. So that will be my play. And then there's just one other horse I want to mention quickly for you guys, and that is number number 11, Gigi's Dynasty. This horse has got 70 runs, 7 wins. The draw might be a bit of a problem, but there's run on this distance 6 times for 4 wins, a 2nd and a 3rd. So do throw that into your play. I think it's 12 or 13-1. A nice horse to include for your quartets. So, Pierre, I really want to thank you out of my heart. Thank you for talking to outside of Genie, and I'm sad not to see you riding at the July. You're one of my favorite jockeys for the July. I think you've won the July now 3 times or 4 times.
4 times, yes.
4
Yeah,
times,
it's a little bit disappointing. I mean, for me to get the July vibe, obviously this year is just not the same. I mean, we're here in Joburg, and it's always nice to go down and be part of the whole setup. Normally you should travel down and book in a hotel and stay over for the weekend and get involved. But now it's just, unfortunately, with this COVID, what can we do?
Yeah, we don't always know what the powers to be thinks. Just before we sign off, your plans for the future, how long do you still want to ride, and when should we start looking for another favorite jockey?
Yeah, I'm going to keep going till next year, hopefully, when I turn 55, and then I've got obviously other stuff I want to do after I stop riding, but can't ride forever. And let the young boys come through.
Yeah, you're not going to become a trainer, do you?
No, that's definitely out of the question.
Okay, you don't want to battle, eh? All right, Pierre, I really thank you out of my heart again, and you have a nice day. And I'll be following you in Joburg, because since all the good, other jockeys is in Durban, you can have a field day here in Turffontein on Saturday. Maybe you can do like you did one day, give us 6 winners on the day. I don't know if you got 6 rides. I haven't checked the card yet, but maybe you get lucky. Who knows?
Yes, I'm hoping.
Okay, thanks a lot, and say have a great day, eh? And thanks again. Bye-bye.